I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man.
Hello everybody, Jacob Kurtenbach with themanservices.com. Alright, now I'm sure you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm painting! Alright, so we've got our paint pail. You know, if you watched the first episode, you know I forgot it, but now it's back and it's here and it's in my hand. So, we have our paint liner, we have our paint pail. You always want to use these. It's really nice. If you somehow like run out and you forget and you decide to pour paint in here, as you can tell I have, you just, when you get done, you just wipe the paint all over and then let it dry, and then you can cut it and like pull the whole thing out as like one. Anyhow, but it's better with the liners. And it's got this cool little magnet on there. Super rad. Anyhow, so we are moving on to the paint. So we got our white for the walls, and we're going to shake it up. Get a little shake in there. And we'll check it out, see how that looks. It's pretty fresh, so, you know, should be pretty good. Custom screwdriver. So now normally I would stir it up, but it got shaken at the store and it's fresh, and I just gave it another shake. It's looking pretty good, so we're just going to go ahead and pour some in here. Take our brush out. Just doing it over the trash bag because I don't want paint on here. It's not going to go through this, but I don't want to step on it and track it around. So we'll go ahead and put about halfway in there. We got our drips. Take our paintbrush. There we are. Always want to clean that up just because we don't want paint all over us. Alright. As you noticed, I have changed from my other attire because I don't want paint all over my nice snazzy clothes. So here's my wet rag. We're going to take this, put this over the paint can. Anytime we close a paint can, you want to make sure to cover it because you'll splatter it. And one time I didn't do this, and it was at my mom's house, and I hit the paint can and I got white paint all over black chairs. Luckily, I know what I'm doing, and I got a Sharpie and I covered up all those little like white dots with the Sharpie. Haha, I'm saved. Anyhow, here we go. Now that's nice and closed. We're going to be playing with this paint for quite a while. So we go ahead and cut in the whole room. This wall is going to be purple, so it's not super important that we get a good line here. So you can really tell how good a painter is if there's any paint on the handle. Obviously I'm really good. Or maybe it's just a brand new paintbrush. Who knows? Wink wink. So we're going to go ahead. You always want to tap your paintbrush on either side before you get going. And then we're just going to go ahead and start spreading some on here. And I'm going a little bit over because it'll be easier to tell when I'm painting in the purple. And the higher quality of paint you use, the better coverage you get. So, I mean, this is okay quality. It's not the best coverage. I'm definitely going to have to do it again. So it pays more to spend a little bit more on the good high quality paint. But this is white and these are brown walls, so usually it's going to take 2 coats anyways. So, get down to the bottom here. Make sure your brush is there. Can you come over here, please? So, It always takes a little bit while to get into the corners. That a little bit there. If you'll notice how I'm holding the brush, and see how the point, it's nice and smooth, and there's not a lot of paint. There's a little bit of paint on there, and you can just go ahead and wipe it on the wall in order to get that off. But that's the reason you hit the brush on either side. And you don't want to dip too much because you'll get paint everywhere, and that's no fun. So I always just like to get a line of it on the wall and then press this part of the brush down first to get into the corners. So you'll go from there and then just like that. And so I usually don't like to go all the way close. You can see here's a line. So if you try and get right on this edge, that line will like ooze over your baseboard, and that's not a good plan. So then there's still a little bit of paint on the brush, so then you'll go ahead and wipe that out and then go back, and you want to try and stick the middle of your brush over this line and then pull. You're probably saying, I should just hire a professional for this. You can't hire me, I can just show you how to do this. I don't do this for everybody. But that's why I'm doing this awesome video for you. And it's probably hard to see what's going on down here, so I'm just, anytime you want to just let an edge dry, you usually want to try and keep a wet edge. So I'm just going to feather this out. And I'm going to come back to this area. I'm going to get the ladder and show you some cut in on the top and cut in next to a doorway. So let me grab this step ladder here. Keep our wet rag. So we'll go ahead and finish this corner here on up. So I usually like to put the brush like this and get up into the corner there. It all varies depending on how the corner is. Either up in there, always use the angle part of the tip to get in there, or you set it down and go directly into the corner and wipe down and out. And just make sure you get all of your drips. So flatten those out. The first one's always a little bit hard to get it perfect, so don't worry about getting it perfect the first time. You're just trying to get a smooth coat on there. You're gonna see a lot of holidays. Holidays are spots where you can see through to the other paint, so in this case you can see through to the brown. So we're just mainly trying to get it on there. The second one's going to go a lot easier. So I like to get a nice line here. It just seems to make it easier for running the brush. And then just like down below, get close, but don't get too close or you're going to get paint on the ceiling. And if you don't have the ceiling color paint, it's never any fun to accidentally get the paint on the ceiling. But if you're quick enough, what you can do, I'm not going to do it, but what you can do is you can take your 5-in-1, and you wrap it like this. Make sure it's clean, this one's kind of dirty. But you wrap it like that, and if this was the ceiling and here was the wall, you just kind of go like that. And that should get off the paint from the ceiling. You got to do it quick though, so don't let it sit around or you're going to have fun repainting the whole ceiling if you care that much. Alright, so now we're just going to keep going on with this. We had that line that was really close. We're just going to get a little bit closer. And then see how when I pulled across there, you can see it looked like it just pulled the paint off and it's really light in through there. That's okay, don't worry about that. What you're really trying to do is get your line up there on the ceiling. So we'll do a little bit more and then we'll get down next to the trim. Alright, and then we're just going to end that up. Smooth it there. Okay, now we're going to come over to this wall here. This should give you a little bit better angle, if you can get a good angle on the paintbrush. So you always tap your sides. There's obviously excess paint there. Instead of wiping it back into the paint, just wipe it on the wall because you're gonna have to paint the wall if you're painting. Alright? Okay, so there's, go ahead and get that on there. And then now, so this is how I'm painting the paintbrush. Painting the paintbrush, come on. So you hold the paintbrush like this, you come on in, see how the bristles land? This is how you want to make a straight line. See the difference? If you push harder, it'll make it wider. If you just go nice and easy, a little skinnier. But that's how you get a nice straight edge. You use all the bristles on the side of the brush. So we're going to go ahead and get it ready. Start going down. We're not going to get too close the first time because of that drip edge. And then you can see it's starting to drip off the bottom. So you want to just make sure to get that off your brush. And then this is called feathering out. When you feather, just so that when you come over it with the paint again, you don't see any high edges. So like all this right here, if I was to just leave this on the wall, it's going to leave high edges and you're going to see all these blobs and spots through your other paint. So we're just going to go ahead and wipe those out while it's still wet. You never want to let those sit high. So we're just going to do a couple more streaks here. Some people are faster painters and that's why I don't do this for a profession. And, you know, hopefully this helped. So, I'm going to keep going and hopefully you have fun on your painting project. If you have any questions or you just, you know, want to share what an awesome paint job you did, go ahead and comment on my blog and check out my website. Thank you for watching. Jacob Kurtenbach with themanservices.com. Bye.
I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man, I'm the man.